हमारी मान्यताओं અને हमारी પ્રણાલિકાઓ આપવી છે. That is why we are spending quality and quantity time with our next generation. If the richest person and the busiest person and the highest investor upon this earth could manage this lifestyle, my simple question to you is, can you? જો તાકાત નથી આવતી yes બોલો. ખોટું ખોટું તો yes બોલો, મને રાજી કરવા. તમે પોણો કલાકથી બુંબાડા પાડો છો. If you decide, you can. Warren Buffett says that from morning 9 to evening 6, I am a businessman. From evening 6 to 9, I am a family man. And from evening 9 to 10:30, I am a spiritual man. That is called work-life balance. સવારે 9 થી સાંજે 6 તમે કર્મચારી છો. સાંજે 6 થી 9 તમે કુટુંબીજન છો. અને સાંજે 9 થી 10:30 તમે એક આધ્યાત્મિક વિભૂતિ છો. This is work-life balance. This is how you spend your day. People have done it. Recently, Kumar Mangalam Birla and his wife were interviewed. I got the whole article. And the interviewer asked them, how do you manage? Because you are living in the town, South Mumbai. So you are living there, you have your office time, your travel time, your family time, and he's living in the town, so he has invitation for 5 parties every day. How are you managing your time? And Kumar Mangalam Birla, the chairman of the Aditya Birla Group, it's a 3 lakh crore conglomerate. His wife, she said, now listen very carefully. She said, there is a custom in the Birla house that everybody has to deposit their mobile phones at 8 p.m. to the mother. That is Aditya's mother, that is Kumar Mangalam Birla's widow. Aditya Birla's widow, Kumar Mangalam's mother. 8 p.m. you have to deposit. Even Kumar Mangalam Birla, he deposits his mobile phone to his mother at 8 p.m. The chairman of 3 lakh crore conglomerate. Immediate question from people like you and me was, then what do you do after that? તમારા મારા જેવા ઘણા ડાયા અને સાણા લોકો બેઠા હોય પછી તમે લોકો શું કરો મોબાઈલ ડિપોઝિટ કરી. And they said that 8 p.m. we sit for dinner. It's about 45 minutes. While sitting on the dinner table, we have family exchanges, talks of the day, some good sharing. And after that, our mother, that is Kumar Mangalam Birla's mother, she reads Bhagavad Gita on the dining table after dinner. And everybody has to listen. A Ghar Sabha immediately after dinner. In the Birla family. My telling to you is, if you decide, you can. Yes or no? Agreed or not? Yes. If you decide, you can. If these families can do. Pramukh Swami Maharaj has given this concept for work-life balance. The concept is called Ghar Sabha. That is, all the family members of the family must come together after your dinner time. Not with the help of the dinner plate or the TV set. Sit together for at least half an hour. In the first 5 minutes, you chant the holy name of God in whichever form of God that you have faith in. Another 10 minutes after that, you read a scripture. Ramayana, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad, Vaishnava, the great characteristics of great personalities like Pramukh Swami Maharaj. Then for 5 minutes, you have an exchange. Every family member has to speak. What did he or she learn, get or receive from this? It's a good caring and sharing. Good time spent together. And thereafter, you perform the aarti. Say a good night to everybody and retire in your respective bedroom. Simple. Pramukh Swami said, with this Ghar Sabha, there will be peace in the family and peace in the world. Pramukh Swami said, world peace could be achieved by Ghar Sabha. Now this was called by Saturn. एक भगवे कपड़े पहनने वाले साधु ने ये बातें कही I asked some youths to go on the internet and ask them कि ये घर सभा जैसी कोई बातें किसी और ने की? Is there some research, some survey on this type of concept given by Pramukh Swami? University of Columbia has done a deep research on this. They surveyed like about 1 lakh families in 5 continents in more than 150 countries. And the principal point of survey was those families who had faith in God and doing some religious ritual every day. Aarti, some puja, some mara every day. Those families. And on the other side, those families where they don't have any faith in God and they don't do any religious rites and rituals ever. What advantages and disadvantages these families have over each other? You go on the website of the University of University of Columbia. You go on the website of another organization in America called the Child Trends. They jointly did the survey, and there is the whole report of the advantages that a believer family doing some rites and rituals every day has over a non-believer family. More than 100. The first advantage. The believer family doing some rites and rituals every day has over a non-believer family. First advantage was the level of understanding, the level of acceptance, and the level of tolerance between family members was found to be much greater in the believer family than in the non-believer family. Isn't this a big advantage? स्वर्ग की बात भूल जाओ, मोक्ष की बात भूल जाओ. आपके परिवार में level of tolerance, level of acceptance and level of understanding अगर अच्छी आ जाए तो यही स्वर्ग है. आपके फैमिली में, आपके घर में ही है. Yes or no? Yes. But that comes by, they say, faith in God. Second advantage was, they said the overall health of all the family members of the believer family was found to be much better than the overall health of the family members of the non-believer family. Isn't this a big advantage? Health. Third, they said, the overall academic results of the children of the believer family was found to be better than the children of the non-believer family. Fourth, they said that there were lesser complaints from schools and neighborhoods of the children of the believer family than of the complaints of the non-believer family. Rest 96, you read it. I told you 4. પણ આ ચારમાં પણ સ્વર્ગ જેવું લાગે છે ને પૃથ્વી પર. તમારા ઘરમાં એકબીજા પ્રત્યેની સમજણ સારી હોય, એકબીજાને સહન કરવાની વૃત્તિ જાગે, એકબીજાનો સ્વીકાર સારી રીતે થઈ શકે, ઓવરઓલ હેલ્થ બધાની સારી રહે, તમારા સ્ટુડન્ટ્સનું એકેડેમિક રિઝલ્ટ સારું રહે અને એની ફરિયાદ ઓછી આવે અને સારું ભણીને તૈયાર થાય. તમારા આનાથી સિવાય બીજું કેટલું સ્વર્ગ જોઈએ પૃથ્વી ઉપર? So the University of Columbia survey says that this comes when a family sits together for some rites and rituals at least twice a week and they are strong believers in God. પ્રમુખ સ્વામી ઘર સભાની વાત કરી, આપણને એમ થાય કે સાધુ છે ને તો ભજન ભક્તિની વાત કરે, પણ this is the research. Thousands of papers have been presented in national international seminars where they say that all the 9 types of devotion, 9 પ્રકારની ભક્તિ નીચે શ્રીમદ ભાગવતમાં વાત છે. All these 9 types of devotion, they have individual impact on physical, moral, mental and emotional life of a person and a positive impact. It's been scientifically proved. Thousands of papers. અને પછી then you pick up your collars and ભગવાનને કોણે જોયા છે ને ભગવાન મારી સામે આવે તો સાર દેખાય તો હું માનું ને. This is ignorant atheism. Logically it can be said that yes, he exists and he is the doer. મારે સિમ્પલ એક જ પ્રશ્ન. I was talking to 400 scientists. 400 વૈજ્ઞાનિકો બેઠા હતા તાજનેટ એન્ડ્સ બેન્ડ્રામાં અને મારો વિષય હતો લોજિક વર્સસ ફેથ. એમાં 1 કલાકનું પ્રવચન પછી 2 કલાકનો પ્રશ્નોત્તરી ચાલે. They canceled the second session. We want to ask a lot of questions. I said, come on. And in one of the questions they asked was, Swami, what is the strong proof to his existence? Give me one line strong proof to his existence, to God's existence. I said, let's start. Suppose X is not equal to Y. જે રીતે આપણે થિયરમ ચાલુ કરીએ છીએ એન્જિનિયરિંગમાં, ધારો કે ભગવાન અસ્તિત્વમાં નથી ધરાવતા, તમે ને હું બંને સ્વીકારી લઈએ, એનો મતલબ શું થયો કે યુ આર ઇન એબ્સોલ્યુટ ચાર્જ ઓફ યોરસેલ્ફ. ભગવાન નથી તો તારો કરતા હતા, તારા સમય ઉપર, તારી શક્તિ ઉપર સંપૂર્ણ તારો કાબુ આવી ગયો. યુ આર એબ્સોલ્યુટલી ફોર યોરસેલ્ફ in control. Okay? Simple. Step 2. Make a to-do list of the day and complete it by the end of the day. Then I'll believe that God does not exist. મેં 400 વૈજ્ઞાનિકોને પૂછ્યું કે તમે દિવસમાં જેટલું કામ નક્કી કર્યું હોય કે આજે સાંજ સુધીમાં આટલું કામ પતાવું, જેમ કે 8, 10, 12 કામ લખ્યા હોય, એ બધા કામ સાંજ સુધીમાં પતી ગયા, આને ઊંચી કરો. ચલો તમને અત્યારે પ્રશ્ન પૂછું. કોઈ આની ઊંચી નહીં થાય. આ તો 500 ની સભા પૂછ. કોઈ કોઈ નથી. ભગવાન ના હોય તો તું તારી જાત ઉપર કંટ્રોલમાં છું. Absolutely. You are in control. Then finish your day's work which you decided in the morning. But many unknown sources come into play. Yes or no? Many unknown appointments come into play. Yes or no? Many important calls, they come into play. Yes or no? That means somebody is controlling and designing your time apart than you. Simple. That is God. પછી મેં સિમ્પલ બીજો ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછ્યો કે તમે બધા તો વૈજ્ઞાનિક છો. પૃથ્વી ધારો કે કાલ સવારે થોડીક સ્પીડ ઘટાડી દે અથવા ઘટી, તો નાસાના બધા વૈજ્ઞાનિકો, યુરોપિયન સ્પેસ એજન્સીના બધા વૈજ્ઞાનિકો, ઈસરોના બધા વૈજ્ઞાનિકો ભેગા થઈને પૃથ્વીને ઓરિજિનલ સ્પીડ ઉપર લાવી શકશે? હા કે ના? પ્રોજેક્ટ તો કરો. તમે બધા પ્રોફેસર્સ છો, લેક્ચરર્સ છો, પ્રોજેક્ટ તો કરો. કાલ સવારે પૃથ્વી જો ધીમી પડી અને એના કરતા જો સ્ટેગરિંગ ચાલુ કર્યું, કાં તો સ્પીડ વધવા માંડે કાં તો ઘટવા માંડે, તો તારી 24 કલાકની ગણતરી તારે 40 કલાકનો દિવસ થઈ જાય, 3 કલાકની રાત થઈ જાય, 60 દિવસની રાત થઈ જાય, 4 કલાકનો દિવસ થઈ જાય. તો મુખ્ય પ્રોબ્લેમ તો 22મી તારીખે પગાર ચારુસત કરતો આપણે 22મી તારીખ પડે છે ક્યારે નક્કી કરવું, કારણ કે સ્ટેગરિંગ આવશે. 40 કલાકનો દિવસ, 3 કલાકની રાત, પાછી 35 કલાકની રાત અને 12 કલાકનો દિવસ, એવું જો સ્ટેગરિંગ ચાલુ થઈ જાય, પૃથ્વી પર બધા કાર્યક્રમ થવા થઈ જાય. Yes or no? My simple question is, who is maintaining the perfect speed of Earth so that we can work, we can live and we can enjoy? Somebody is maintaining it. આવી તો હજાર વાતો છે. સૂર્યને મને એમ થાય કે આપણે તરત સવારે મોર્નિંગ વોક લઈએ, સૂર્ય એવું મન થાય અને પૃથ્વીથી નજીક મળવા ત્યાં તો કોઈનો કંટ્રોલ છે નહીં. નાસાના વૈજ્ઞાનિકોનો કંટ્રોલ ત્યાં કરો, ઈસરોનો કરો નહીં, યુરોપિયન સ્પેસ એજન્સીનો કરો નહીં. 50,000 કિલોમીટર નજીક આવી જાય. 50,000 kilometers in space is just a matchstick distance. The distances there are measured in light years, and so 50,000 kilometers is just a matchstick distance in space. He comes nearer to Earth by just a matchstick distance. And what happens here? इनको खबर न हो कि बेबिया ने क्लास पर है, इनको तो पता ही है. આવી હજારો વસ્તુ. Somebody is managing it perfectly. A great astronomer, the greatest astronomer upon this earth, Fred Hoyle, he said, beautiful sentence, somebody has to manage it finely. Coke, Surya, Chandra and distance, Prithvi and speed, somebody is maintaining it perfect. Supercomputer perfection. પછી વૈજ્ઞાનિકોએ પૂછ્યું કે સ્વામી, everything is science, બધું માણસને બુદ્ધિમાંથી પેદા થયું છે. I said, yes, I agree with it. Everything is science. પણ એ બુદ્ધિમાં પ્રેરણા કરનાર ભગવાન છે. He said, Swami, this I don't accept. This you don't accept. ભગવાન પ્રેરણા કરે. Look, I'll simply give you an example. Man made the supercomputers. સુપરકમ્પ્યુટરની યાદ શક્તિ માણસની બુદ્ધિ કરતા વધારે કે ઓછી? બોલો. ઓછી નહીં, વધારે. શેની ઓછી? સુપરકોમ્પ્યુટર માં તમે એકવાર સ્ટોરેજ માં મૂકી દીધું, it can produce it any time. You can't produce. તમારા અડધા તો મેરેજ ડેટ ખબર નહીં. સવારે તમારા ઘરવાળા આજે આપણે હા હવે આમ આજે છે થશે 20-25 વર્ષ જાય પછી અને વાર તો ઘણા યાદ નહીં ગયો અત્યારે તો એટલું યાદ નથી રહેતું પછી આટલું ક્યાંથી યાદ. Supercomputer has a higher memory power than human brain. So it has a higher collection power than human brain. It has much greater storage power than a human brain. Yes or no? Yes. It can work faster. Professor, so if you are told 24 multiplied by 42 multiplied by 68 multiplied by 73, then and if a supercomputer has been put this, it will produce results within fraction of a second. And you have to take the whole pen and the paper and this and that. So in short, it is more powerful when it comes to work, memory, storage than a human brain. Yes or no? Yes. Point 1. Remember this point. Now point 2, if that supercomputer puts up its collars and say, I am greater than the human brain because I have more storage capacity, more memory and more expression power. Then even a 10-year-old human boy can put the mains off and make a supercomputer industry. That means, now listen the sentence. Even when the supercomputers are better at work than the human brain, yet it is the brainchild of the human brain, of the humans. In the same way, even if the human brain is working great science, it is still the baby and the brainchild of God. He can just off the switch in second and make you a dead body. As a 10-year-old boy can make a supercomputer, a dustbin within a second, he can make you a dead body within a second. So what is supercomputer to human brain is human brain to God. Simple. સુપરકોમ્પ્યુટર તમારી સામે અભિમાન ના કરી શકે મારામાં તારા કરતા કાર્યક્ષમતા વધારે છે તોય ન કરી શકે કારણ કે બધી આપણે એને આપી છે માણસે આપી છે સુપરકોમ્પ્યુટર એમ આપણે ભગવાન પાસે અભિમાન ના કરી શકે બધી મારી બુદ્ધિ ભગવાન કે મેં બધું આપ્યું જેમ આપણે સુપરકોમ્પ્યુટરને બધું જ્ઞાન આપ્યું ભગવાન આપણને આપ્યું છે વેરી સિમ્પલ. Your belief in God will give you stability. How? Now we are entering into the last part of the talk. Okay, your belief in God will give you ultimate stability in life. Ultimate stability. Because, see, what is the advantage of belief in God? તમને સીધો પ્રશ્ન થાય ભગવાનમાં માનવાથી તમને ફાયદો શું? ક્લિયર એડવાન્ટેજ ને એટલે મોક્ષની વાત ને સ્વર્ગની વાત કરે બધી પછી ક્લિયર એડવાન્ટેજ. The first clear advantage of belief in God is it gives you absolute stability in life. There will incidents be happening in your life when you will have pluses and minuses, where you will have pros and cons to weigh. At that time, it will give you a perfect balance. There will be incidents in your life that there are chances that you go and slip into deep depression or stress or almost to the level of suicide. At that time, faith in God will get your hand and give you strength. Thousands of examples. It will give you an equilibrium state of mind in whatever is happening in your life. Once Saint Tukaram was heavily insulted in his village and everybody decided to make him sit on a donkey, turned around, holding the tail of the donkey in his hand, and he was totally made bald and clay was put on his head and a garland of brinjals. He was made through a procession in the village. And everybody jeered at him and threw stones and words and everything. And his wife said, I cannot stand the insult of my husband to this level. How can I go tomorrow morning at the well to fetch the water? I will commit suicide. And Tukaram of the procession, when he alighted from the donkey and went inside his house, he caught hold of his wife's hand and he said, what wrong? His wife said, I cannot stand this insult. I cannot stand this insult. I want to commit suicide. And Tukaram said, what wrong has happened? Nothing wrong. When we married, we are poor people, we didn't have a procession, we did it today. Since last 6 months we didn't have money to cut my hair, they did it for me today. I had very good service from them. They put clay on my bald head so no issues of dandruff. And lastly, this is the garland of brinjals. We were not eating any vegetable with chapati since last 1 week. Do it. Close the door, enjoy life. Thousands and thousands of tons of material written on positive thinking, you put in one pen of the balance, and on the pen you put this incident of Tukaram, that pen will go down. The saints of India have lived such life as examples to real living for every human upon this earth. This is the greatness of our culture, the greatness of our sect. They live this life. Tukaram had faith. Pramukh Swami wanted to build a very big mandir in London. He purchased the land at a place called Harrow in London. And the neighborhood people, they decided not to have this project in their neighborhood because they felt that this would create more disturbance, that they would have the bells ringing and everything till 12 midnight. So they opposed, and the court cases proceeded thereafter. We had one of the best lawyers, they also had a lawyer, and one of the part of the legal process in the Western countries is the signature campaign. So as the whole neighborhood, the all whites, they had a signature campaign against us, and then they said that no, mandir would not be built. And officially a legal decision by the court. Pramukh Swami was here in Charotar. And the trustees called to Pramukh Swami at that time from London and said, Swamiji, we have lost the case. Pramukh Swami inspired everybody, small and big, that we want to get a very good temple here. But then we have lost the case. And Pramukh Swami's immediate words, without a single change of wrinkle on his face, he said, Jai Bhagwan Icha, that God's wish prevailed. Second sentence. Such great people, they think in this way. આપણે બહુ તો first sentence સુધી પહોંચીએ. Jai Bhagwan Icha. Basically. Now, he said, start searching for the second land. We want to make there a temple, we will make it. This strength at that time comes from faith in God. And half of the day we are crying, Amar Nasib mat out faith in God, okay. A good day, enjoy. A bad day, learn. A worse day, introspect. Simple. That is life. A good day, enjoy. A bad day, learn. A worse day, introspect. This is life. 33%. Enjoyment, learning and introspection. જીવનમાં 33% આ ત્રણ વાત છે. આનંદ કરવાનો, enjoyment. બીજું learning, constant process, શીખતા રહેવાનું. ત્રીજું introspection, constant દ્રષ્ટિ. This is life. This understanding of life comes by faith in God. When you are working and faith in God helps you at workplace. When Dr. Neville Hacker met Pramukh Swami in 1992 during the inauguration of Charotar, we had him felicitated on the main stage in the evening. He had actually come for a physicians conference from Australia to Ahmedabad at that time. And when he met Pramukh Swami Maharaj simply asked him, in his very traditional Gujarati, Pramukh Swami said, sir, do you go to church and pray? And Dr. Neville Hacker, according to the secular thought process, he said, Swamiji, my patient is my God and my hospital is my church. Pramukh Swami posed a wonderful question to him that threw him off balance. Pramukh Swami said, sir, if your operation goes successful, do you get elated? He said yes. And if you fail an operation, do you get depressed? He said yes. Then Pramukh Swami asked him, do you want to have an equilibrium state of mind even in the midst of failed operations or successful operations? He said, yes, I've been striving for that. Swamiji said, then it is written in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sthit Prajna, that means balance your mind. It is written there that God is the all-giver. He decides the final outcome. Our job is to perform the duty. Karmanyavadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Your job is to perform the duty well, according to all the resources that you have, the backgrounds, platforms and the support systems that you have. Rest, final result, he decides. Final result, he decides. We all have this practical experience. I'm giving you a practical experience of final decision by him in terms of results. Just check with yourself. Many times with good planning and execution, still you don't achieve the results that you want. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Secondly, many times with lesser preparation, lesser execution, still you achieve better results. Yes or no?
Yes.
Simple. That means apart from your preparations or your backgrounds or your execution, some other factor is deciding the final outcome. Yes or no?
Yes.
Anybody is allowed to raise your hand? Simple. Because we all have this experience. You all have this experience or not? This is the practical experience of Srimad Bhagavad Gita that I am talking to you. Everybody has this experience. That means it is God who is deciding the final result. Pramukh Swami Maharaj told this to Neville Hacker. And he felt so calm from within. He said, Swamiji, I have been searching for this question day in and day out since last 20-25 years. Because every day I have been experiencing these feelings of high and these feelings of low. And Swami says, this is the only answer to it. And this comes by your regular attachment with God. And Neville Hacker, the physician from Sydney, Australia, he said, Swamiji, I promise you, I will once a week go to church and pray. So this gives you stability. This is the second big advantage. Third big advantage of belief in God is you experience peace. Pramukh Swami Maharaj was while building Swaminarayan Akshardham in New Delhi, which also is 110 acres of land. Another huge Akshardham had 235 acres of land. Am I right with the figure? 235 acres of will come up in 2020. This huge project, one day the saints were after a meeting at night, what like 9:30 or 10, going to the sites. And the saints saw the stones and marble and everything. One of our elder saints, Pujya Swami, he noticed that so much of stone and this white and yellow lines and shining like metal. This whole site, imagine the amount of work, because 7,000 artisans were working at one go. And he said that simply the saints were thinking that if this site is donated to somebody, gifted to somebody by Pramukh Swami, he would feel the tremendous pressure on his chest. How would I manage it? It's nice to be a professor at CHARUSAT than if somebody makes you sit on the chair of Mukesh Ambani. You will go mad. What to do? Yes or no? Everybody wants to become Mukesh Ambani, but it's difficult to sit on his chair directly. You will give people geo, but you will not geo. You will die. You will die. And he said, Swami, yesterday, next morning when Pramukh Swami Maharaj was having his breakfast, the saints were sitting around him, and Pujya Brahmajari Swami told Swami, yesterday we were on the site and we were thinking this, that if you give this site to somebody, 7,000 artisans working and tons of stone and marble, if you give it to somebody, then I think he will go mad and feel tremendous pressure on his chest. And Pramukh Swami Maharaj is simply, with a calm face, and with a steady state of mind, he pointed at the idols of Akshar Purushottam and his Guru Shastri Divan Yogiji Maharaj hanging in a portrait on the wall, and pointing at it he said, with the blessings of God and my Guru, I don't experience an ounce of weight on my chest. I feel at peace. This is the advantage of belief in God. And you get tense, my God, I got a chit from the provost, I am supposed to take one extra lecture this last year. Fully blown AIDS, so now he was absolutely bedridden, not even some energy to write a letter. From all over the world, the fans started pouring in letters, and everybody expressed themselves for him. He could not answer to anybody. One 10-year-old boy, a fan of Arthur Ashe, he wrote to Arthur Ashe, Sir, I want to ask God a question when I meet him. I want to ask God, why did you put this disease to my idol? The idol, the young man, who from a very poor boy in the slums rose to this level of being a Wimbledon champion. He's an icon, he's a hero for us. I want to ask God that you have done this mistake. Why did you put this disease to Arthur Ashe? To this letter, Arthur Ashe decided to answer. Arthur Ashe wrote that, and today you find that letter in his original handwritings put on the center court of the Wimbledon, court number 1. Any player who goes inside, He goes to the play of this. Arthur Ashe wrote, now listen very carefully. Arthur Ashe wrote that there are 50 million children upon this earth wanting to play tennis. Out of that, only 5 million actually catch the racket and play for a few years. Out of those 5 million, that is 50 lakh, only 5 lakh children, they grow up and play tennis to the school, college or university level. Out of those 5 lakh, only 50,000, they enter some or the other professional circuits. Out of those 50,000, only 5,000 they enter the Grand Slam circuit. Out of those 5,000, only 500 play the Wimbledon. Out of those 500, only 4 enter the semis, 2 the finals, and only 1 lifts the cup on the center court of the Wimbledon. Then adds the paragraph. Then when I was lifting that cup on the central court of the Wimbledon, I did not ask God, why out of 50 million children you decided me to lift this cup. Today I cannot ask the question, why you decided to give it to me. At that time, out of 50 million children, he selected me to lift the cup on the center court. Today, it was his choice to select me for this disease. I don't have any regrets. This is faith in God. Just chanting the holy name is primary faith. Belief in the doership of God, acceptance of the doership of God, and still laying yourself humble in front of God is called absolute belief in God. Arthur Ashe had this. We saw in the life of Pujya Swami this. So when you have that faith, I got a good job at CHARUSAT with God's grace. Into bracket a few factors as well. Your academics, your marriage. Because there were many competitors and you got it. 50 million children wanting to play tennis. And so there are more than 2,000 other waiting in line professors, waiting in line lecturers for CHARUSAT. But you got the job. But if something happens, and happens, and happens, you got it what I want to say? There is again the wish of that faith will give you a work-life balance. Will give you a perfect work-life balance. So faith in God gives you stability. Faith in God gives you a sight to look at all positives to everything that is happening in your life. Faith in God gives you an equilibrium state of mind in the elated state or the depressed state. Faith in God gives you peace of mind. Faith in God gives you the acceptance energy that God is the all-doer. So this is work-life balance. Your work, in short 2 lines, work honest and ethically. Second, spend quality and quantity time with your children. And third, absolute faith in God with some religious rites and ritual practices every day. This is called perfect work-life balance. So my all prayers at the feet of my Guru Hari Pramukh Swami Maharaj and my Pragat Guru Hari Mahan Swami Maharaj, that he blesses us all with this kind of energy and thought processes, that we may be able to maintain a work-life balance in our lives. Thank you very much, and all my best wishes for all of you. Take care.
Thanks to Pujya Gnanvatsaldasji Swami to provide us what is the difference between the work-life balance and how to maintain the work and the life balancing by using the 3H and the 3F in our life. Thanks to Pujya Gnanvatsaldasji Swami. One of the sadhu of the BAPS is a Vedantacharya in the BAPS and Pujya Brahmadarshan Swami, who is already in our session. So I request to Dr. Kamal Chakrabarti, head HRDC department, to welcoming him by garlanding the flower. Pujya Brahmadarshan Swami, to Pujya Brahmadarshan Swami.
Pujya Brahmadarshan Swami is an elder saint of the organization. He was ranked in the board exams in standard 10. He was a ranker at Gujarat level in the board exams in standard 12. Thereafter he did his engineering. He finished that and became a sadhu in the year 1981 at the hands of Pramukh Swami Maharaj. Since then he has been a teacher at our training school in Saranpur. We have got a training school there in Saranpur. We have a 5-year training course before we have graduated out at different places. He is an excellent orator. Vijay Patel Sahib, once I would request, you have his experience. And I would tell you that he is an extraordinary speaker, and once this good dignified audience of your CHARUSAT teaching and non-teaching, that is the office staff, should definitely take the advantage of his speech. And he's a very versatile speaker, a very knowledgeable person. He has traveled all over the globe. You name the country and he has gone there for his talks. And he could present the idealistic forms of living in the purest way that we could ever imagine. So I suggest someday later. Thank you very much.
I simply know not how to express my thankfulness for this rich discourse by Pujya Swamiji. Two things have come to my mind. I was waiting for Senior Swamiji at the entrance gate. In the meanwhile, I was being asked to come because the program had to start. I came running. I lost my breath also. I got back my entire energy back with the beautiful deliberations made by Swamiji. I had a discussion with Swamiji for the kind of a program that we propose for our non-teaching, teaching and non-teaching faculty members. And this particular program was designed by Swamiji himself. He suggested that this would be the ideal for teaching and non-teaching, particularly teaching faculty members. And that's how this program has taken place. And I also feel happy to let you know that Pujya Swamiji will be here again on 12th of April at this campus to address the student community, wherein even our teaching faculty could avail of the advantage of availing his wisdom. Before I conclude, I would like to thank every one of you. And two words which has really gave me a real hit on the back of my mind is this. The word ethics he has used profoundly. I have a big question mark that we need to really revise our mind skill set on this particular word, which we have been handling it differently so long. And another important word, which I believe you will be one with me, is tremendous amount of faith in us, in God, to make CHARUSAT grow, to make all of us really contribute for the growth of the university, for the betterment of the society at large. With this, with my deepest reverence and pranam to all the Swamijis present here, to Honorable Professor, and to all my colleagues, thank you. Namaskar.
I would like to share, I've carried a copy for all of you, one small pocket-sized booklet which describes the life and works of Pramukh Swami Maharaj, few incidents in their life. You just read it. You would find yourself in tune with those incidents. You would learn a lot. You would like to make it a part of your understanding for a better work-life balance. Such a great personality like Pramukh Swami Maharaj, his selected life incidents. It's just a pocket-sized book. We would, on behalf of our organization, like to gift you for a better work-life balance. So like everybody can come in a queue, and our elder saint Pujya Brahmdarshan Swami would gift that book to everybody.
The lady faculty will get the book from the next door outside. The students is standing at that. So please, thanks to you.